Hello everyone, thank you for being here. This is going to be a love reading for the sign that I select from this pile of cards here. I've already done a few of the love readings for other zodiac signs, so go to the channel and check those out. And as always, if you were able to get any insight or perspective from this reading, I would really appreciate if you liked the video. And if you're interested to see more from the channel, please subscribe. I would love to have you there as well. There is no specific time frame for this video. My intention is if you are guided to look at the reading at any time from now or any time in the future, then hopefully there is a message that you can take away from it then. So again, there's no specific time, but I am recording in June. So today's June 11th, 2023. All right, so let's see who is going next. I've already done one for today, and I am called to this one. So we are doing Leo. So the sign of Leo. Welcome, Leo and Leo lovers, to the love reading for today. Again, thank you for being here. And of course, since I am reading for the sign of Leo and then also their partner, please reverse the roles if needed. You know your situation. You know which energy belongs to whom. And of course, if you're not feeling the reading, don't try to force it to be your story or your scenario. You'll feel it and you'll know intuitively if the message is meant for you or not. Okay, so let's go into the personal energy, Leo's personal energy regarding love and relationship with this person. You could be in an established relationship, just talking to someone in the dating phase, maybe have a crush on someone. Let's see what this is about today. Leo energy, please. Okay, so we have the Magician. So you are trying to manifest something. Maybe you do have a crush on someone. But you're working on something right now as it relates to love and relationship. The Hermit. You're coming from a place of wisdom and experience. Maybe you've just been in a period of your life where you were retreating. Maybe you have been silent and sort of in this introspective state for a bit. Reevaluating things. I'm hearing philosophy. I don't know if your philosophies on love, on relationships have changed recently. But you were going within, going internal, and looking for the lesson or looking for the wisdom in a situation. And since we are talking about love today, this has to do with your love life. And now you're coming out of that with a more confident sense of what it is that you are looking for with love and relationship and out of a person. What is it that is going to emotionally fulfill you when it comes to love? And so now that you have these perspectives and your new philosophy on love has been established since you went through this internal process, you are now working on manifesting this type of love in your life in some way. Okay, so let's see what Leo's person's energy is. So what is the personal love energy for Leo's partner? Where do they stand right now? The element of surprise is coming through, so there's some type of shock factor involved here at the time you're watching this video. So we have the Priestess and the Three of Cups. don't know what this is making me feel right now. In general, the Three of Cups has to do with friendship. People coming together that have things in common. Your person is going through a moment where they are connecting to their higher self right now. They're connecting with their divinity. They are creating and establishing a strong relationship with their spiritual side. They are looking at the universe, at symbolism, synchronicity maybe. There is a need for the divine feminine to come through, so maybe they are at a higher level and a more spiritual aspect, looking for some type of answers here. There's friendship. I don't know if you guys are friends right now. I feel like this person has different sides to them. Or maybe there's something different. This is a very different energy as it relates to your person. Like, I don't know if it's like different characters that come through, different personalities that come through. And I am feeling this again from this higher divine place. In the more ethereal realm. Like, yeah, there's something about their personality and the spirituality that have different facets, different forms. So maybe they come across one way on one day and then the next day they're different, or they are the type that is really adaptable to their environment, so therefore they show up one way, a different way, depending on where they are and who they are dealing with. It's a shape-shifting energy that I'm feeling really strongly. This is going into a more, like a more spiritual place here with them. They are some sort, from a spiritual aspect, they are a presence in the spiritual realm. Like there's something about their soul, or there's something about their guides that is very different. And I'm sorry, I know this is going a little off of the love and the relationship aspect, but there's something flowing through me right now, like sitting in the energy of your person here. It's a very different type of, like, their guides are from another realm. I don't know, this is like astral, like other planetary beings or something like that. So maybe they come across really different to you. Maybe there's something about their look, or how they speak, or their belief systems, their philosophies that are like completely out of this world, you know. I think that there is a sense of emotion. I think there is like here an attraction. There's some charm. And maybe their charm is their quirkiness and their eccentric ways. I don't always call out zodiac signs, but it's very Aquarius, Uranus feeling here, even a little Mercury and Gemini here. But as it relates to you in this relationship, I do feel friendship right now. And I feel that they have some dynamic presence that just captures your attention. I don't know, does it capture your attention? I don't know. I think you're pretty like clear on what you want out of love and relationship. These two energies are completely different. Like this one is, yes, there's a sense of magic, but it's more in the manifestation realm of creating a soul bond, a soul tie that will satisfy you emotionally, that will satisfy what you're looking for in love, that will satisfy, you know, this idea that you have on family and what love should be. You might be observing them. You are coming off as more quiet though. Why would a Leo come off quiet? You're taking something seriously right now. You're taking this moment in your life seriously. Whereas once this could have been fun to indulge in, and this type of person coming into your life could have been like this moment of, you know, how can I say, like, just being social with them and hanging out with them and laughing and talking about their weirdness and quirkiness. Like you, whereas before you would have been into that and indulge in that, like sort of like, let me just shoot the shit or bullshit with this person. I'm gonna go out and have some drinks with this person, and you know, it's all fun, it's all friendly, it's all cool, like, you know, the social dynamic of it and the laughter and the banter and, you know, all of that stuff that you usually enjoy. I just feel like all of this sudden, or for some reason right now, you're just in a more serious place, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's see what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, how do you feel about this person? How does Leo feel about their person? The Five of Swords. You're overthinking something. You're overthinking the situation with them. Something has had you go serious. I feel like if you really like them and you wanted them, you guys have been friends for a bit. Maybe for some of you, you have been friends, and I'm feeling like something happened that insinuated the interest to be more than friends. And maybe this person you care about, they're in your life in some way, and so now it's just sort of like overthinking this and what is happening here. Like the energy of our relationship, the energy of our friendship has changed all of the sudden, and you're now thinking like, what is the best way to go about it? What is the plan here? What is the path I want to take? Do I want more from this person? Do I not? So you're feeling a little anxious, a little anxiety, a little worry about the next step, like taking the next step in this relationship. How does Leo's person feel about them, please? We have the Ten of Cups. They like you. You fulfill them emotionally in some way. They see relationship with you. They see happiness, and you make them feel good. You make them feel seen. You make them feel accepted. I think they want something to happen between the both of you. It's like they know that you are their wish fulfillment. This card isn't wish fulfillment, but it is emotional fulfillment. So they know that you fulfill them emotionally. You make their heart happy, you know, like they feel safe with you. They feel kindred spirit with you. Again, I feel strongly like they feel seen when they're with you. They feel like you accept them. And they are intentionally, at this point, if you didn't know, you will know now, that they are intentionally trying to establish a relationship with you. So I'm getting strongly that whoever I'm reading for, this is a new dynamic or a friendship more than anything. And this friend, whoever this is really interested in this person over here. And I'm also feeling strongly that this here, how they show up different. Oh, okay. It's like they show up different. I want to say like they put on a mask, but I don't think it's like in a way of maliciousness. I know how some people can take that as like, okay, well, this person is lying to me because they're not showing me who they really are. I just think that there's so much divinity and depth, and they have a sense of magic to them. I don't know if they are witch type or magician type, where they work with the elements and they consider themselves, I guess, quote unquote, a witch or something like that. But they have ability. They have some kind of ability that goes outside of the human senses, right? At the least, they are really intuitive, okay? And I don't know if they are hiding that. It's like they're showing up in a way that they think that you want to see them. So maybe they think of you like they want to impress you, right? So maybe they see you as someone who is attracted to a certain type of person. Let's use this as an example. The Leo is attracted to a type. They have a type. This friend does not fit into that type, but the Leo and this friend have chemistry, have a bond, are happy when they hang out together, are comfortable with one another. Now that the friend has established that they like the Leo, there's a sense of them changing the way they show up, from how they dress, their hairstyle, their makeup, you know, has changed. They're trying to step into the type that Leo has, if that makes sense. Use that however you want to use that. That is an example of what I'm trying to say. You can use that in different ways, like how it'll play out, right, for your situation. But there is an element of this person, whoever it is, acting like that and changing themselves to fit what they think that you want from them, or from love, or from a person, or something like that, if that makes sense. So therefore, because they're showing up like that, just so you know that this side is intentionally trying to make a relationship or make you like them, or doing something of that sort, okay? So if you find that, you know, all of a sudden you hang out with them one day and they are acting different, and you're like, why are you different? You know, like, what did you do? Or, you know, whatever. Like, that's the reason. They're trying to attract you. What does Leo want from this relationship, please? What does Leo want? And then also, sorry, they are, for some of you, overdoing it to so much to the point where they, again, go back into that shape-shifting, like they are completely different from who they really are. And I just want to say, if you're cross-watching or not, like, it doesn't matter. Like, on this side, who you really are is so beautiful, right? Like, so natural. And if you're a man, like, super handsome, that if you are stepping in and changing yourself to make this one individual like you, you are not doing yourself any justice here. Okay, whoever needed to hear that, if you're overdoing the makeup or you're changing your style, or even for the man, like creating a different style of how he shows up, whatever, like your original self, your true self is so much more attractive than how you're showing up right now. Just want to say that. All right, what does Leo want from this relationship? Emperor. Does Leo want control? Leo wants... What is this? Leo wants, like, their ideal. Leo wants... I don't know. It's funny. Like, it feels like Leo is, or whoever's on this side is super focused on this, the Ten of Cups, like what they really want in love, with or without this person. And they are completely doing everything they can, or taking steps or showing up in ways where they will be able to attract this. I'm also feeling that Leo probably doesn't even know yet that this person is attracted to them and likes them and feels those feelings for them. Yeah, it feels like that. So this person is trying to grab their attention, and Leo doesn't see it yet. What does this person want from the relationship? A breakthrough. This person wants a breakthrough and a new start. They want to break through and be seen. They want whatever is distracting Leo from seeing them. They want those things to, like, pretty much, like, they want Leo to be distracted from the things that Leo is focused on. What did I say that right? They don't want Leo to be distracted from other things. Like, they want Leo to see them. They want to show up. They want to show who they really are. They want to show themselves and come out and be open about how they're feeling and what they want, and, you know, how they feel for this person on this side. It's like enough hiding, enough being in the dark. Like, I have to say something soon. Like, at some point, this person may say the thing to this person over here, which is going to cause a little bit of shock. Let's get more information around the relationship dynamics and anything that, any circumstances that may come up or that are coming up that these two individuals need to know. Someone is waiting, or I'm also feeling it's not time yet. Like this has, everything has a timing to it. Like this is not yet the right time for some reason. Like have some patience and hold on a little bit. The clarity will come. They will, the Leo, whoever's on this side, will see it. Don't force it. Do not force it. Do not go to that. Like you could sabotage a situation. They will see your light. They will see whatever it is that you want them to see at some point without you having to overdo it. If you keep coming in this way, putting on the mask and, you know, showing up in ways that you think and perceive the Leo wants you to show up, or going back to you trying to be the Leo's type, they're not going to have that breakthrough that you want them to have, because essentially you're showing up fake, not to be mean and not to say that to be, you know, a bitch or anything like that, right? Like you're showing up like that without your full authentic self. And so they're not going to see you. It's not going to happen if you keep doing that. You just need to be confident in who you are and show up with, you know, how you are. You know that you have these feelings for them, fine. You know, there's a need to wait it out a bit and wait for them to see it in you. Wait for them to see you as who you are, completely, authentically, you know. Unless Leo's watching this and now Leo knows. Anyway, the Queen of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords and the Strength card. There's an element of someone being trapped. Feeling like they are trapped by like impulses, a little overindulgence. What is this? Someone in this dynamic probably has some low-level tendencies, patterns, behaviors, addictions, and someone else sees that very clearly in them. This will come to light how it affects this person, this lower level energy. And a need to be strong to get out of it and to break away from these habits, these low-level habits. To know your worth, know what you're capable of, know that your gifts and your talents and who you are at your core is valuable. Is good enough. Somebody doesn't feel good enough. Someone doesn't feel worthy. But it's all mental. It's trauma. It's shadow work that needs to be done on these things to get out. With this card, the Eight of Swords, it is someone who feels trapped, but in reality, in the physical realm, they are not. This is only in their head. This is a mental thing. So they have the ability to get out of it at any point. No one is holding them there. And there might be, you know, this, that story about like the devil. I am not religious, so I don't, Like what I'm about to say is, to me, is just a story or like a saying that people say. It's something that I believe. So like when they say the devil is in your mind, or like, what do they, I don't even know what they say actually, but I just know it's something like that. Like the devil's on your shoulder. The devil, it's like when you have these negative thoughts, it's the devil talking to you, right? Like something like that. And I'm a big fan of the devil card, so I usually don't depict this card in that way. This card, I mean, to me, essentially it talks about authenticity and being free of the shackles that we ourselves create within our minds, right? Like what holds us back, these thought processes and how we think, how we see ourselves, usually are what holds us back from doing things. So the devil comes out to free us from that. There's a need to free yourself from these thoughts of low self-worth, low self-confidence, you know, things like that, right? But I'm just trying to say that somebody has that, these really low negative thoughts right now, and it's only in their head. They need to work on changing the narrative, changing that self-talk, start to reprogram those mental thoughts that you have about yourself, which will essentially result in better habits, better thought processes. Even if you don't necessarily wholeheartedly believe it yet, with repetition, what is that? Like words of affirmation, or using affirmation cards like throughout the day where you see like, you know, I am worthy, I am good enough. Like people do that, and they do that, and to some people it's like, you know, that's so stupid. Like people just put these phrases and words around, but essentially it's to reprogram your mind and to reprogram your thought process, right? Like it's a tool that people use in the healing journey, in the shadow work journey of transmuting, right, your trauma, your traumatic experiences, which creates low level or unhealthy behaviors, and transmuting them into some that are productive, right? Like using your trauma to your advantage. And you know, during that process, there are many types of tools that we use to go through that, and everybody's different. Everybody has a different way of doing that. So I'm seeing, like in this situation, the need to reprogram those thoughts. Even if you have not done the hard healing work yet, at least start there. So repetition and practice creates the reality, right? So at least start to change those thought processes and the words that you use when you speak to yourself, okay? Be mindful of when you are putting yourself down, when you are you're being too critical about yourself, right? Like all of that self-talk. As soon as you acknowledge it and you see it, don't just let that thought pass by of acknowledging it, right? If you realize at some point throughout your day that you are speaking down to yourself and you catch yourself speaking down to yourself, stop in your tracks and sit with that moment for a bit. Don't just let it pass by and ignore it and keep going. The healing comes when we face a situation, when we face the opportunity, when we to catch this behavior that we're going through and face it, acknowledge it, see it for what it is. Where is it coming from? Why am I saying these things? You know, what is it about me that talks to myself this way? Where is that coming from? Usually it's from your childhood. Usually it's from a traumatic experience, right? You go back to that. It's all the shadow work stuff. If you do that, then you begin the process of healing and changing this narrative that you have in your mind and for yourself. And I know this is getting out of the love reading, but somebody, you know, needs to hear that and learn how to work on changing that low self-esteem and that low self-worth that they have, and getting out of their head. And this could be any one of you. I don't know who is going through that. Maybe the both of you are, in a sense. But going back to the story here, I think somebody is going to come clean at some point and be open about their feelings for the other person, and it's going to shift the perspective that this person once had about the relationship dynamic. And then they're going to start to kind of reflect and go within to see what it is that they really want out of love and relationship. It may cause a little bit of anxiety for a bit, but that's just in order to filter through all the distraction and all of the old programming and the things that we once thought we wanted, because now someone new is coming through saying that they care and that they like this person. So they're going to go through a little bit of anxiety in order to find the path and make a decision here. And to really, know what they want in love in general. Especially if the person that's coming through, this person will tell this person they like them at some point. And if this person had a thought process around the friendship, maybe they didn't think that this person felt that way, so they never created an opportunity in their mind for that situation to come to life. Now all of a sudden it just shocked them a little, rocked their world a little, and it's also resulting in them again figuring out what it is they actually do want within love. And this person just wants a breakthrough. And whoever this is that, you can't show up as your true authentic self right now because of this negative self behavior that you inflict upon yourself. I guarantee it, once you let all this shit go and just show up, you'll feel free. This is freedom. Like, getting out of this is an act of freedom, and it's liberating, regardless of the outcome of this relationship. You're doing this because of this relationship, but in reality, there's a bigger reason, a deeper reason. And you probably show up like this, in other parts of life as well with other people. So there's a need to come out and be who you are, and just sort of fuck what the world thinks, right? So I hope that you do that for your benefit and a better quality of living. No one wants to feel stuck and shackled, for no reason. So hope for whoever's listening, you kind of take that seriously. And, I don't say this often, but I do personal readings and I do work with clients. So, I have a lifetime of experience with this type of work when it comes to transformation and healing and working with these lower level parts of us and identifying our traumas and the ability to change them into productive behaviors for our lives. So my information is in the channel. If anybody is interested in working with me, I would love to have a chat and see what it is that you may need from me. I also do personal tarot readings and astrology readings as well. But anyway, this is going to be the Leo reading, the Leo love reading. This was very fun and interesting for me. I'm curious to know how it plays out or what the situation is, how it relates to you. So if you have time, leave a comment and let me know. But other than that, please like the video if you got something out of it, and subscribe to the channel if you are interested to see more from Midnight Moon. I so appreciate your time and energy today, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.